Yo, I always say yo to open up. What is up, YouTube? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. For me, it's currently 1:40 p.m. It's Sunday. Um, so we're gonna go train chest, triceps, if we can. If we can't train, then we're gonna cold plunge. Um, that's sort of like I think that's a way to think to that a strength or power bodybuilding or powerlifting lifting type of strength athlete, I guess, should approach the cold plunge if you can, because it's not good for your muscle growth. Okay, so muscles, protein synthesis, all that growth, muscular growth, hypertrophy, it likes heat, and you know the heat. It likes heat more than anything. Cold can actually increase your blood flow a little bit, blood circulation, but it's not good for getting bigger, getting stronger, because basically the swelling that you get within your body from lifting or from that stress that provides you hypertrophy, whether it be whatever powerlifting or whatever you do, rowing, some people do whatever, but if you're trying to get stronger and you're trying to do more strength, yeah, it's not as good because the muscles don't like that. They don't grow. They grow at like a 30% lower rate, like a decreased rate. So I would say if you cannot train that day, then maybe I would say look into doing a cold plunge. If you can train that day, uh, then don't do sauna. You know what I mean? If you want to be optimal, right? Um, I don't personally enjoy cold plunge, so I feel like I only do it when I need to, when I'm sore. Like if I cannot train today, I will do it. I think there's different lengths that they say. I think they say 2 minutes minimum, 3 minutes good, 5 minutes great. I do sometimes 20 or 30 minutes. I'll be honest, and I feel really recovered the next day from it. And I haven't felt any negative really effects from it. Um, but you can do more research into it. But yeah, if I can't train, I'll be doing that. I feel like my body's just been sort of funky right now, but we can turn this into a good chest day. Um, yeah, and yeah, we'll be doing traditional movements. You know what I mean? Chest flies with some incline. Might do something different, something new, some triceps, all that. I've been had a little bit of a setback with the diet. I've sort of this weekend gone a little bit crazy, a little bit eating too much. You know what I mean? Too many whatever. Um, I was at probably 220, and I'm probably at right now like 228 or something. So, and this wasn't like, okay, I would say this: if you're cutting or whatever, you can still have cheat meals, but you ideally would plan them. Okay, so like a cheat meal after a leg day or before a leg day or back day, whatever, around your lifts, not just on your rest days. I mean, you can have a carb up day, but you want to train on your carb up days. You know what I mean? Use all that energy to actually improve your physique, not just whatever. So I sort of just, yeah, I probably ate. I don't know. I'm shooting for under 2,800 calories, and I probably ate 4,000 probably both days, maybe more. So yeah, we gained some weight back, but you know, if you're competing in a bodybuilding show, that's different. You cannot have any cheat days. I would say you got to stay strict, stay on your coach's plan or your plan or whatever. Um, but if you're just trying to get lean for the summer, a little setback. I mean, if you can time it like I'm saying, optimally around your lifts, better. But sometimes they happen. It's life. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. And there's no date I need to be ready by. You know what I mean? Uh, so I don't have that pressure, that time pressure. But it's actually good, honestly, because a lot of bodybuilders at the beginning of their cuts, they will have a binge day or a binge video or whatever, binge weekend, whatever, where they eat everything they want to, so that, and they actually get sick from it. Like, you're not sick from it, but like, you have that feeling after, all sluggish, your dopamine's all messed up. Like, you don't actually. enjoying the food is good, but when you eat it in excess like that, it actually, it can cause a different effect. I think we all know that. You can feel sluggish, tired. You can feel like shitty about yourself, or look in the mirror, you look all bloated, you feel all bloated, all those things. I'm feeling those effects sort of right now. So like, it's a good negative reinforcement to, cheating on your diet. I mean, here and there is okay, but it's a good, I don't know, get it out of your system. So now that for the next week, when I am gonna be, or 2 weeks, maybe even 2 months, whatever, when I am gonna be like locked in serious, like, okay, none of that, no cookies, no brownies, whatever. I'm probably gonna throw all that stuff out, honestly, when I get home. But it's also those true fruits. Have y'all ever tried those? The chocolate covered strawberries when they're frozen too, and let them out. Like those did me in this weekend too. But it happens. But now I'm over it, and now I can be disciplined for a good time, and I'll know that being disciplined will be worth it because of the improvement in my physique, the feeling. You know what I mean? The no sluggishness. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So we got goals to accomplish. And eating is a big part of that. So um, yeah. Anyways, so let's see. I'm gonna get inside. I'm gonna see. We're about to pull up. See how everything feels. If we feel like we can train, and it may be just a light day. Maybe we will push it if I feel fully good. Maybe I don't even upload this because it didn't feel good at all, and I just ended up cold plunging. Um, but anyways, we'll see you inside. And I'm gonna see how everything feels, and hopefully get a good video out of this, good chest workout. So let's get it. See you guys inside. Yo, so I just parked at the gym. I wanted y'all's opinion. Um, do I look like a douche with the glasses on? Like real bright outside. I was gonna walk in like this. You see me walking like this? Are you like, this guy's a douche? But honestly, who cares? But yeah, anyways, comments. Do like glasses or no glasses, or sunglasses or no glasses, regular glasses or no glasses, douchebag or no douchebag? You tell me. Anyways, see you guys inside. All right. So chest fuzz feel actually pretty good. So we've done 2 sets so far. We're gonna do one more. I'm not gonna try to do a lot of volume because we don't want to put too much strain on that shoulder. So I think this is gonna be my last set. Maybe we'll do a drop, but yeah. Anyways, but feeling good so far. Uh, all right. All right. So did a little warm up on incline. Feels It feels okay. More than anything, I think I'm just like a little bit out of shape. Like, I'm breathing, tiring. Uh, when in doubt, breathe, control your air. Understand, we're just gonna work between these sets as much as we can, and that's it. No pressure, no stress. Breathe, oxygen. No water through the nose. Hold it. Don't push it out, just let it out. Alright, so this is our first, tester set. I know I'm a lot stronger than this, and I usually would even just jump to 225, but, we want to feel it out, so I'm looking for like maybe 12 reps. And I have missed a couple weeks on this, so may have gotten a little weaker. We'll see. Feels good. 225. Alright, so possibly last set of incline 225. That's all we're going to push today. In the past, we've pushed more, but shoulder, we got to heal it, get it back maybe in 2-3 weeks. But, like I said, I'm not here only just to set PRs. That's for getting stronger, yeah, but we're trying to preserve our physique and keep the muscle and get lean, so we don't want to get too injured. So pushing that maximum, I've talked about this before, your bones, your elbows, everything gets a little thinner, your joints, because you don't have all the nutrition. So, but we're gonna push this for as many reps as I can. No spotters, so hopefully I don't die. Pray for me. Eclipse by Evansville. Give me the power to throw this weight around. That was 8, maybe. Next we'll go to a spotter. Push it. Alright. As a finisher, to really emphasize that we're, getting that same stretch, tension, hypertrophy in both pecs, left and right. Let me do some dumbbell incline just to finish off. Not too heavy, just really focusing on that squeeze, slow, controlled. At the end, pump it. You all know the deal. But just an alternative to finish. Yeah. Alright. So we're doing a little bit of rear rotator cuff. Just like the other video, just like the back video. I feel like already I can press a little bit more than I could just by doing that one day. So I'm a believer that that might have done something to recover, heal, get some blood flow, whatever. So I'm gonna train my rotator cuff consistently during chest days, maybe even back days too, and see, do I get stronger? Maybe that's a hack I can figure out. Or I'm gonna train it for at least like maybe a month or two, and then see, does my pressing movements, is my pressing movement vertical or horizontal improved because of that? So we're gonna test it out, but already I see some improvement, so I'm gonna stick with it. So I'm gonna do one set of each. I would suggest do the same, to proactively make sure that you don't injure your rotator cuff the way that I did, not set you back. If you don't do it, it will eventually get you. That's what they say always. It always will. So, matter of time. It's a little harder to feel right in my left, but we're focusing on it. Straight, back, back, back. Think about the rotation. The rotation that way. Right on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do right as well, but I don't need to show you all that. Here, I'll show you all the alternative one, which we already did in the last video, so you guys should know this already. But always want to get it at hip height when you're doing hip height. When we're doing this, and grab it like this, lean out. Right, it's all about this rotation right here. Rotation, and I feel like honestly, you can add just some mass on your shoulders for sure if you're training this. Look at that movement. I think if I get strong in this movement, I'm going to build some more broadness, width. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try it out for 2 months, a month and a half, and I'll let you know. Y'all will see the physique change, or if my bench goes up, my pressing goes up. So, anyways, I'm gonna do one set on my own, but do train rotator cuff. Trust, or it will bite you. You will not regret it. Okay, so we did 2 sets of the rotator cuff. Now we're on some cable chest flies. Reminder: always drink your workout drink. Today we've got Sunday, so I could have taken caffeine. It's pretty early, but I didn't. Feel like there's no need unless you need it. You know what I mean? Don't get a caffeine addiction, especially if you don't need it. Try to minimize caffeine. And if you feel like you need caffeine, that's just your brain. It's not sure. Anyways, I got water, 2 scoops of creatine, Stupid Pump, and electrolytes. Always sip on that while you're working out, before you're working out, whatever your choice is. Anyways, first set, we're going to go mid first. I'm going to show like quick 1 set of everything, maybe 2. Listen to I Hate Everything About You, but 3 days ago, it was so cold. Alright. 2 more reps, so gotta go heavier. Just set that on though. Don't count reps. I don't. Just can't wait. Go up. Okay, second set. This might be our top set. We'll go up to 40. Listen to Riot by 3 Days Grace. Drop set. So, I feel like the chest is just not full. Try it yet, but we're getting there. Brick by brick. So, the cables felt a little bit like raw on my shoulder. The one that got injured arm wrestling, the right one. So I was like, let me move on. Let me do triceps first, and I'm gonna try to come back to them. But yeah, we're just gonna do some triceps. I'll just show one set because triceps is very simple, and I want to keep this video maybe a little quicker, maybe sub 30 minutes. So simple, single arm tricep push down. Just train hard. I grab it by the cable, get that tension, just straight push down. One motion. I would say slow and control at the beginning. Always go heavy. I'm going starting with 30. That's pretty challenging. Slow control at the beginning, and then rep it out at the end. So triceps, genetics are going to play a factor. Some people grow them quickly, some people don't. But regardless, you got to train hard. So let's get it. The drop. We'll on to. Slow. Target muscle. Alright, good. No, too dark. Alright. Yo, all right. So workout completed. We did cardio as well. Obviously not filmed. Posing. I didn't really talk because it's sort of weird. Because I'm in the locker room and I'm getting my poses off, which it's cool. But then talking out loud, sort of, I don't know, weird. So I'll just do the poses and I'll just talk now. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I mean. I'm about 227 pounds right now, and I was 220 at one point, but haven't been as committed to the diet, but we're going to change that this week. And I know it needs to be done. It's just like having the discipline to do it, I guess. Because I can train. I love training. That's actually easy for me. I don't like hitting legs, but there's something about it. I mean, I can get it done. The eating, the dieting, something we all hate, is the real hard part. I think a lot of people who really train can attest to that. The discipline needed, the planning, the execution of eating clean meals all the time is very intentional. And it's not pretty or fancy, It's a lot easier to just grab something quick, cheap, and yummy. But you gotta eat that food you made for yourself, and it's a first world problem nowadays. If you have the money to buy other things, to actually stick to the food that you cooked, that's better for you, but it doesn't taste as good. It doesn't have all the sugar and all the additives, and you know what I mean. So I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna just make eggs. Maybe I'll eat it with a little bit of carb. Some type of bread or rice or something. But yeah, workout was good. Relatively, the lower ones, the cables from high to low or from low to high didn't really feel great, so I didn't really do them. Yeah, it's just something with my shoulder. I'm not sure, but we're gonna chill out on that, and then tomorrow we're gonna see how we feel. If we don't feel great, we're gonna cold plunge. If we do feel good, we're going to do probably shoulders, shoulder focus day, shoulders and calves and tibialis. I feel like my calves and tibialis could use some work. So yeah, but all in all, got some good work out of something that I didn't know whether I would get anything out of that lift, out of that workout at the beginning. Like I said, I might not even be showing this because this might not go well, but it did go well, relatively. I got some progress, and we're gonna eat and rest and recuperate, and tomorrow we're gonna see what we're looking at, and move forward. And there was a setback, but you adjust to it. That's life. And now I think I'm more in that headspace to keep that discipline, to not break from my diet, And yeah, just consistency. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing, fancy that Sam Sulek does or C-Bum does or anybody you see do, or even, it doesn't even have to be bodybuilding. It could be LeBron James when it comes to basketball. It could be, a speaker, a public speaker, or some type of famous doctor or somebody you look up to. Kobe Bryant, I think I look up to, in terms of his execution, his mindset. But there's nothing magical that he does, except for work. There's nothing he does that you can't do, really. You know what I mean? Obviously, they have certain gifts, being tall and athletic. But like the work, you could do that. But you limit yourself by telling yourself you can't. So. Yeah, but good workout. Got some good cardio. Did probably about 35 minutes walking. Nothing too crazy. And did some sauna. Got some sun. Was actually they have a pool there. Went in the pool. Like good, relaxing Sunday. So along with a good lift, So we're gonna, like we said, eat, recuperate, recover, and get ready, get fired up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, so I'll be at work. But I think after work, if we're feeling good, we're gonna either train or just do maybe cardio and abs and cold plunge if I'm not feeling great. But we'll see. I mean, I want to feel better, but like I said, cold plunge takes away that that stress that was induced from your lift or labor or whatever, so that you were able to do it again tomorrow. But that stress is what causes hypertrophy. So I have to decide whether the stress that's on my body, do I think it's worth the time I'm taking off in terms of the hypertrophy I'm going to get from that, which little or much it may be, because sometimes you may just have soreness, body soreness, joint soreness, muscle soreness, and bone soreness, regardless of, and that may not have an impact on hypertrophy, or if you're gonna grow, or if your physique's gonna improve. You know what I mean? You can be sore all the time, but nothing's gonna happen, right? That's also, you have some type of, something that's wrong, So, yeah, that's what we gotta decide tomorrow, basically, is whether the hypertrophy that I'm getting from this whatever soreness, does it outweigh the hypertrophy that I could get from lifting? And I doubt that it will outweigh it. So if it essentially, if I feel really sore tomorrow, I don't feel good to train tomorrow, I'm gonna do abs, cardio, cold plunge. And the abs and cardio are even optional. Like honestly, the cold plunge would be the priority. Just get that recovery going, so that the next day I can hit it on the head, which would be Tuesday. So, stick with me. We're gonna see what we can do, but we're working to improve this physique, and shoulders coming back. It's coming back. It's feeling better. I was able to do more today. I was able to incline 225. For like 6, 7, 8 reps. I don't know. So that's pretty. That's a sign. That's a clear sign of improvement. I wasn't even confident to pick up 225 the week before. So, we may have lost a little bit of strength. That's a possibility. But we'll build it back, and we'll build it better. Building on top of an injury or trying to fight through that pain is just gonna further aggravate that injury. And you're really not gonna be able to get stronger, build muscle on top of that. You're just gonna mess it up and really hurt your body long term. So you gotta listen to your body, man. If it's telling you no, I'm natural. I push my body pretty hard. I have for a long time. So if it's telling me, hey, no, I listen to that, because I know that it doesn't just quit, like just easily. There's actually something going on. So, and same for you, probably. Just listen to your body. There's when it's a pain that isn't supposed to happen. Muscular, like training to failure, that pain is a sort of pain, okay? But there's also a type of pain that don't feel right, bone pain, joint pain, right? So listen to your body. But anyways, if you made it to this point of the video, then obviously, you know, you watched the whole thing. So thank you. Appreciate it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, put the post notifications on, share this video with a friend, your girlfriend, whoever, your best friend, your friend group, anybody. I'm trying to grow the channel, but consistently I'm gonna keep on improving it. So keep watching. Thank you out there. See y'all next video.